God has never abandoned you, and the shocking truth is He never will. Because when He makes a promise, He binds Himself to fulfill it, and Genesis 28 verse 15 declares with divine certainty, "I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you," which means that even when you feel surrounded by silence, overlooked by people, or crushed by the weight of unanswered prayers, the presence of God is secretly closer than your own breath, working in hidden ways you cannot yet see. You may think your failures have disqualified you, but remember Romans 11 verse 29 says His gifts and His calling are irrevocable, so the assignment He placed on your life cannot be erased by your weakness, your delay, or even your doubt, because He finishes what He starts. The warning is clear though. When you allow impatience to rule, you risk running ahead of His timing and birthing something that was never meant to be yours, like Abraham did with Hagar, and the consequences can ripple for generations. But even then God's mercy will weave redemption from your mistakes, proving once again that His word never returns void. Look at Jacob, the man who first heard this promise in Genesis, fleeing in fear, uncertain about his future, carrying only guilt and shame, yet God showed up in a dream and vowed to remain with him until the covenant was fulfilled, and that same God is with you now, not leaving you halfway, not abandoning you in the wilderness, but shaping your heart through the struggle and teaching you what it means to trust Him in the dark. The hidden blessing of delay is that God uses the waiting room of life to strip away idols, deepen your roots, and prepare you to carry what He has planned. Because the truth is, if you received the promise too soon, it would crush you rather than bless you, but in His perfect timing it becomes the very thing that lifts you into destiny. Even when Joseph was forgotten in prison, the Word of God tested him until the appointed time, and when the doors finally opened, he was ready to rule, proving that the silence of God is often the stage on which His faithfulness is about to be revealed. You must stop interpreting the absence of immediate results as the absence of God, because He is still here, aligning details you cannot control, protecting you from dangers you do not perceive, and orchestrating connections that will shock you when they finally come together. Philippians 1 verse 6 says you can be confident of this. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion, and that is not a suggestion, it is a guarantee sealed by His character. So here is the challenge. Stop doubting in the dark what God declared in the light, stop rehearsing your fears more than His promises, and dare to believe that the same voice that spoke galaxies into existence is the same voice watching over every step of your journey. And when the moment comes, when the promise finally arrives, you will see with your own eyes that He never left, He never abandoned, He never forgot, and you will fall to your knees in awe of the God who finishes everything He starts.